Previously on Corpse Party.
Feel a little better? Yeah? It's not your eye, but...
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And the other one just kind of placed it on his little neck hole.
And now back to the crying.
I never thought I'd leave see home again.
This is not real. There's no way. It's not going to be that easy.
Guess there's no Satoshi or Miss Yui or anyone else, huh?
Okay. Shells are filled with personal effects belonging to the Class 2-9 primary and assistant homeroom teachers.
Miss Yui even has some cans of cat food in here. I'm not sure it's the sort of thing we should be storing in the classroom, though.
Okay. October 27th. The Cultural Festival in full swing. Let's some red bean soup like there's no tomorrow. Day duty Nomura and Takiyanage. We're collecting to buy a bouquet of flowers for our dear friend Suzume, who will be leaving us for a new school after the festival. 300 yen per person. Contact Ayumi Shinozaki for payment. Not anymore. Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway.
Staying around the darkened corridors of our school at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. Whoa. Like being in an abandoned school with evil demon growths. But I'll never know what that feels like.
As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black.
Oh my god. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now? What am I doing?
Oh god.
What? Shinozaki, what's wrong? Again, what is wrong, Shinozaki?
Oh god, here comes death.
What? The hell is this?
It's not over, is it? Why isn't it over? Why?
Damn it.
Oh my god.
It's you.
Wait a minute.
No!
What do we do?
Go back! Don't come any closer! What the hell is happening? It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped, I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this?
I have no idea.
I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikusa showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with my mom, and he listened real closely and just kept saying, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, you see, but he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then...
Got your tongue out.
You two are nice people. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny, she must be 5th grader? Yuki Kanu, right? Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school.
Yeah, no problem. You know, we'll just forget all the times you fucking murdered me and ripped my face off.
Didn't we succeed, though? So why are you still here?
No, you didn't. But we returned your tongues. We gave you back your ability to speak out. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him, no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if you forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. We exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which Heavenly Host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough.
So you're saying his words spoken by the dog, weren't good enough to appease you?
That's not...
Huh?
So, what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are the one who summoned us there, aren't you?
That's not true.
The hell do you mean by that?
We're just the cogs that hold the close spaces together.
But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you?
Wait!
Huh?
Let's hear her out.
Yeah, you've been murdering our friends like left and right, haven't you guys?
Well, yeah. I'm just glad I was able to get even two of you back to safety.
Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us?
I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of madness. With all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in her head. Your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around. And you just start acting out without any sort of control.
Your sister's some kind of medium or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that explains what you got your powers, I guess.
So, what you're saying, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin?
I feel for you, I really do. So please, bring the rest of them back. Moshida, Miss Yui, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you can do it, right?
I don't think that's possible anymore.
Why not?
Those close spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who would die there have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's become feeding on the mind of the souls like us who are bound there. It won't be too long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy.
God dang it, really? I gave you your tongue back. Be grateful.
So, you're going to lose you as an ally then?
Damn it. Your otherworldly powers would have been pretty awesome.
So why don't you just hurry up and bring them home right now? Isn't there any way to save Moshida and the others?
There may be one way.
What is it?
I think you already know now. No, you have to return to the closed spaces. Find all four of us Heavenly Host serial kidnapping and murder victims, and put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they'll begin to fall apart. And you just might get your friends back.
You expect us to go back? At this time, instead of having one person left to appease, we have to go back and to the drawing board appease all four of you?
Why? Couldn't you just tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide?
It's just something I don't want to remember. But if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything what happened.
Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant their two beings seemed to merge into a single mind.
What's going on?
Shinozake!
Oh, it hurts!
Oh, God!
Whoa. Are we gonna, see things from her point of view or something now?
Huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing and I can't move. It's like that feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think.
Whoa.
Where?
Oh yeah, this is... Okay, it's not gonna be good.
How can I move?
Oh, so you're seeing from her point of view, I guess? Whoa. Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Oh, this is back to them reading the thing, okay.
Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape frightful months that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes a stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal will serve as a primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So, of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People aren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There's simply no data to be had.
Oh boy.
I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess.
So I guess she's in the mind, she's right now in the point of view of that girl that she was talking to, I think.
I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and two girls in here, aside from myself. I recognize them. The little children who were killed in Heavenly Host during that incident, but they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot, and just sprawled out on the floor. So am I. That's the real reason I can't move.
Somebody please save me!
No, stop! No, please, no!
Eyes. Oh, that's when he goes in and gets her eye.
Oh no, I can't see. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see that. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. Since my hands or feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. It just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. Helpless cries of the other children echoes off the walls of the cramped room. So scared, feels like my heart's going to explode. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me, cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Please. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me.
Order, okay.
In order?
Oh no.
I've never heard screaming like this before. It's like pure primal terror cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end.
So I see he's going down the line.
I feel like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. My God, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer?
This is messed up. Oh my God.
Some messed up shit. It's been at least half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt.
No, no!
Every single moment of silence. The first of the girls in line is the next to scream for her life, and the sympathy goes on.
Oh my God. I'm glad they're not showing like a cutscene of this, because that would really suck.
I can't take any more of this. I'm starting to lose my mind. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
That's gonna hurt for you. You're gonna get your eye probably pulled out here. Are you know what I mean?
Still going on? Come on, just die already. Die already? God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with. Leave me in peace.
Good God.
Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. His footsteps are getting closer. All my hair standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen. I'm suddenly being stricken with severe diarrhea.
Eee.
In order? God, why am I relieved by silence? The kid next to me just died. Which means it's my turn now. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up. Taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer.
Oh, God. Whoa.
The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School and used and officially a seal since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with a humanity horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children has been listed as the loss of blood, following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, and then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcibly dug out.
Oh, my God.
His scarred innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head, dozens upon dozens of times, so to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could have possibly imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all.
What?
It was one of the
What?
What?
Oh no.
It was a girl. Her face dyed with red blood of her victims.
Oh, my God. Sachiko was the one who killed them all. Oh, my God.
She was staring intently with me, soulless gray eyes, and then
Holy fuck!
she just started giggling.
Oh, God!
Die! Die! She was opening and closing the blades, scissors over and over again. The sound kept echoing throughout the room. And she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer to my left eye.
So what, he's just over the side, just like flipping out?
How? Why? Why is it you? 'Cause I'm crazy, bitch! Haven't you figured that shit out? No! No!
Oh, God!
Ah!
Oh, my God. That was a twist!
I didn't see that coming.
The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Knowing the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me. It makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko, In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all.
Or not.
But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikawa Yonagari was officially charged.
I see, so she used him as to take the bait, or to be the scapegoat. But what the hell? How the hell, like, why is she so fucking messed up?
Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikawa's asceticism. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld, as unexpected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of this information left to find, as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternative possible explanations. And I remind you that this is mere conjecture. The one question keeps nagging me at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yonagara really the murderer of the 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Thinking about it, in his final days Yoshikawa was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personal and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much shock to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around this time that Principal Takemata Yanagori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way, not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone, and would often be crouching in the corner of his office moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could just have devised. For the time it opened its doors, to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground.
Whoa.
And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it's a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, Heavenly Host was not only closed down, but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place. It's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly, but my protege has found what may be the next best thing.
Oh! Moshirigi is the protege. That's what it is. That's why he was taking the pictures. To get his evidence. So he wasn't crazy. He was trying to get evidence.
Something that could have make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. Maybe the scoop of a lifetime.
Kabiki. Oh, well, continue to chapter 5. Bug it down. Such a go and it murdered everybody. Just crazy. Murdering people with a giant pair of bloody scissors.
Okay, I'm sorry. Everything's coming to light now, though. This is... that was a big twist. I didn't see that shit coming at all, so that's awesome, though. Damn. Oh, man. This is crazy. And I bet you Mr. Riki must be the first red. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only explanation. I mean, I guess he could have lost his mind, but... I don't know. Anyway.
Like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe now, top boy, the CLP. Days are always sunny, days are always funny. Until next time, guys, stay classy.